Right now it's 6 o'clock. A drive-by shooting in Hartford. 3 men were shot, as was a 12-year-old girl who was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The brutality of your crime I found shocking.
Plus, sentenced for the second time. The future of Peter Manfredonia and why his string of crimes left the judge in this case shocked.
And we're talking about putting a pause on prison commutations. Details on why lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are actually praising the move.
All local, all morning. This is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
6 o'clock, happy Friday. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us here. Fox 61, America Arias.
And I'm Tim Lammers. Happy Friday, everybody. We're starting with the forecast, so let's get right over to meteorologist Matt Scott so you can plan your day.
Hey,
and of course,
look who's back.
Welcome back,
yes,
by the way.
Thank you.
I think you have a very good strategy. You're taking a couple of days off, come back, work one whole day.
And then get a weekend.
If there isn't any better way to just ease back into the work grind, I think Lammers.
One day.
It's on a foodie Friday. Yeah. Come back hungry.
I got to work a day. I'm going to eat well. So, hey, you know, that's definitely the way to do it. Good to have you along. We made it to the end of the week. We have a bit of a mild finish. 70-degree temperatures today and tomorrow. We've been talking about a split decision for the weekend. Rain back in play on Sunday. It's a lot more than what we're seeing now, which is just a drip or two, mainly on the northern border. Pay no mind to that. It's a decent amount of sunshine and clouds. This is part of a warm front from this incoming system that will not arrive here until the back half of the weekend. 49 is fairly mild in Hartford, 48 in Groton, 46 in New Haven, everywhere. Not feeling too bad out there. It says a few showers. It's really a few raindrops. That's it. But look at the numbers rebounding nicely later on this afternoon as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about that. Have a look at the forecast for your couple days off, so that Tim can get ready to work into a whole work week. That's all coming up in a bit. Hey, Rachel Piscatelli is going to put her traffic hat on today. We say good morning to you.
Hey, good morning.
Hey.
Hey. It's 6:02 here, and things are running smoothly out on the roadways. No delays to report at this time. Most of the road work has wrapped up for the morning. And so on 84 east and westbound out in the Waterbury area, that road work has cleared for the morning. So we'll take a look over towards Bridgeport, where delays have not started to build in the area just yet. And over in New Haven, north and southbound 95 running smoothly. We'll take a closer look at your drive times in and out of the capital city this morning. Some minor delays from the eastbound side of 84 New Britain out to the Hartford Tunnel at a 5-minute drive. Route 2 looks smooth this morning, as does 91. We'll have another update for you coming up at 6:30. Welcome back, Tim. Good morning, Erica.
Thank you.
Rachel, good morning. Well, this morning, Hartford police are looking for the people involved in a drive-by shooting that hurt 4 people, including a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah, 2 of those victims were pretty badly hurt. So Fox 61's Lindsay Kane right now is live with more on how the victims are doing, including that little girl. Lindsay.
Hi, good morning. Well, unfortunately, police say that 12-year-old girl was shot in the head. Now, she is in very critical condition this morning. Police say she was just sitting in a parked car along the street when she was caught in the line of fire in what they believe to be a drive-by shooting. Now, this all happening just before 9 o'clock last night on Huntington Street. Police say surveillance video shows a car driving north along the street firing multiple rounds of gunshots. When officers got on scene, they found the 12-year-old girl along with an 18-year-old man who also has serious injuries. Well, 2 other men walked into St. Francis Hospital with gunshot wounds, but they're expected to be okay. So in total, 4 people were shot. The 2 youngest victims are the ones battling serious injuries. Police say the 3 men were standing on the sidewalk, and they were likely the intended targets of the shooting.
By looking at the video, it appears to be targeted, so I can say that. Again, we believe that at this point.
But again, that little girl just sitting in a parked car, again, shot in the head. She's in very critical condition this morning. At this time, no suspects have been identified, but police are hoping the surveillance video they're analyzing will lead to the shooter or shooters in custody. Now, police say at this point, it's still all hands on deck to try to find that car that they believe to be involved in this shooting. And we did reach back out to police this morning for an update on the victim's conditions. We're just still waiting to hear back. Stick with Fox 61 News on air, online, and on Fox 61 Plus as we continue to learn more. For now, live in Hartford this morning, Lindsay Kane, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Lindsay, thank you. For the second time in 2 days, a former UConn student was sentenced to 55 years in prison. 26-year-old Peter Manfredonia got those sentences for killing 2 people, injuring a third, and kidnapping a woman, all within the span of a few days 3 years ago. In one of those attacks, Manfredonia used a samurai sword to kill 62-year-old Ted Demers and badly hurt 80-year-old John Franco in Willington. Well, yesterday, Franco said that Manfredonia doesn't deserve to live. Demers' family said the sentence gave them some relief, but not much.
There is no justice for this. There's none. There's just no justice. I just mean, what could you do, to make anything just? This should never have happened.
One day earlier, Manfredonia got another 55-year prison sentence for shooting and killing his friend Nicholas Eisel and then kidnapping Eisel's girlfriend.
6:06 now, and state capitol police say 15 people were arrested and charged with disorderly conduct during a protest calling for more money for health care services. A healthcare workers union says staff and supporters held a sit-in demonstration to demand a state budget that, quote, restores and expands public life-saving services. Now, the union also says that everyone arrested was expected to be released by Capitol Police yesterday.
The State Board of Pardons and Paroles is pausing all commutations of prison sentences in Connecticut in the wake of an uproar over the rise in the number of inmates who have had their sentences reduced.
71 commutations were granted last year alone. Now, this is in comparison to only 3 that were granted from 2017 to 2021. Last week, Governor Lamont appointed a new chairperson of the Board of Pardons and Paroles. And during a meeting with the Judiciary Committee, Lamont and board leaders decided to pause commutation while the policy is being reviewed. State lawmakers on both sides of the aisle applauding the move.
I think this is a very positive first step in rectifying a policy that is misguided, and I plan on, with the victims, staying with us until we have a policy here in the state of Connecticut that we all are aware of, that puts victims first, and that we can be proud of.
But we can relook at a lot of these things, and the pause might be the right thing to do at the moment to make sure that people are comfortable with what's happening, and that we're not getting ahead of ourselves in ways that the public is comfortable with.
Well, a statement on the board's website said it would resume accepting commutation applications within the next few months.
6:08 right now, and at least 5 people are without homes after an apartment building fire. It happened in downtown New London. It started at about 3:30 yesterday afternoon on Green Street, just a few blocks away from the city's train station. New London firefighters say 4 people were treated at the scene for smoke inhalation. Unfortunately, none of them needed to go to the hospital. Red Cross is helping out the people displaced, and the fire marshal is looking into what started the fire.
All right, police said an explosion was the cause of a fire that damaged a home in Avon Wednesday afternoon. Firefighters did find 2 people inside the home. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Crews were able to put out the fire relatively quickly. You can see only part of the home suffered apparent damage from the outside, but the upstairs still looks pretty badly damaged there. And the fire marshal is now investigating what led up to the explosion that caused the fire.
And we have another update for you this morning, this time coming out of Hamden. A homeowner burning leaves in the backyard led to a house fire on West Easton Street. Investigators found that a neighbor was burning branches and twigs in a barrel. That fire spread to a fence before spreading to cars parked near the house. The Hamden Fire Department is now reminding residents that open burning is not allowed in certain fire danger levels, even if you have a burn permit.
Cromwell police said they're looking for at least 2 people who robbed the Spring Hill Suites Hotel. This was around 8 o'clock Wednesday night on Berlin Road. An employee said that one man came up and demanded money from her at the front desk and threatened to use a gun, although he never showed one. And that's a picture of the man they say did it. The surveillance photo is just one thing that officers have distributed. They also said they're looking for the driver of a silver sedan, possibly a Subaru. If you have information or recognize that man, please call the Cromwell police.